Following the successful conclusion of BTS's highly anticipated concert tour stop in Munich, Germany, the members of the global superstar group began transitioning to their next destination, the romantic city of Paris, France. While the majority of the group members departed Munich earlier to prepare for their upcoming schedules, Jimin remained behind briefly, creating an air of anticipation among fans who were eagerly tracking the group's European movements. Earlier today, the atmosphere at Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport shifted from standard travel hustle to palpable excitement as word spread that Jimin was officially en route. Fans and media outlets gathered near the arrivals terminal, holding their breath in anticipation of the superstar's landing. After a brief period of separation from the rest of his team, unbeknownst to the gathering crowd, a familiar face was already waiting in a private, secured area of the airport terminal. Jungkook, who had arrived in Paris ahead of Jimin with the other members, had personally made his way back to the airport specifically to welcome his close friend and bandmate. As the flight from Munich finally touched down, airport security tightened around the arrival gate, signaling that a high-profile individual was about to emerge. The crowd shifted forward, cameras at the ready, expecting a standard celebrity transit through the terminal. The moment the doors slid open, Jimin stepped out into the Parisian light, dressed in his signature effortless travel chic, looking relaxed despite the whirlwind schedule of their European tour. He scanned the area briefly, adjusting his mask and cap, unaware of the sudden surprise that was waiting just a few feet away. Out of the crowd stepped Jungkook, who had been patiently biding his time near the exit, wearing an oversized hoodie that had previously kept him relatively incognito from casual onlookers. As soon as Jimin spotted him, his eyes crinkled into a warm, recognizable smile, instantly dispelling any lingering exhaustion from his flight. Without hesitation, the two members closed the distance between them, completely ignoring the surrounding chaos of the airport environment. Jungkook reached out first, pulling Jimin into a tight, warm embrace that spoke volumes of their close bond and the comfort they find in each other's presence after brief periods apart. The sweet moment escalated when, amidst the tight hug, Jungkook leaned in and affectionately kissed Jimin on the cheek, a spontaneous gesture of fondness that sent an immediate shockwave of excitement through the onlookers. Jimin laughed, visibly touched and delighted by the surprise welcome, holding onto Jungkook as they shared a brief private laugh. Instantly, the atmosphere within the Paris airport transformed into a scene of pure frenzy as fans realized exactly what they were witnessing. The quiet anticipation erupted into loud cheers, gasps of delight, and a sea of raised smartphones, as everyone tried to capture the heartwarming interaction. Dozens of fans who had gathered near the barriers immediately began recording the interaction, ensuring that the sweet reunion was documented from multiple angles. The collective excitement of the crowd created a buzzing echo through the terminal, turning a routine airport pickup into an unforgettable event. The videos captured by the fortunate fans showed the two superstars completely wrapped up in their own world, seemingly unfazed by the flashbulbs and shouts echoing around them. Their natural chemistry and genuine affection for one another shone through the shaky camera lenses and ambient noise. After breaking their embrace, Jungkook naturally took a protective stance next to Jimin, guiding him through the growing crowd toward the exit where their transport vehicles were waiting. Even as they walked, the two continued to chatter animatedly, exchanging quick updates about their respective journeys from Munich. Airport security personnel quickly formed a protective wall around the duo to manage the surging crowd, ensuring their safe passage while fans continued to cheer them on. Jimin waved warmly to the shouting crowd, acknowledging their support while staying close to Jungkook's side. Within minutes of the encounter, the first fan-taken videos began appearing online, spreading across various social media platforms like wildfire. The tags associated with Jimin's arrival and Jungkook's surprise appearance immediately began trending worldwide, capturing the attention of millions of fans globally. Online communities erupted with praise for the duo, with fans expressing their overwhelming joy at seeing such a candid display of affection and loyalty between the two youngest members of the group. The clip of the cheek kiss, in particular, was replayed and analyzed by thousands of adoring supporters within hours. Many commentators noted how heartwarming it was to see that, despite their massive global fame and the constant pressure of a stadium tour, the members still prioritized these small, meaningful moments of personal connection. Jungkook's decision to personally wait at the airport resonated deeply with the fandom. The sweet arrival in Paris has set a highly positive and energetic tone for the remainder of BTS's activities in France. Fans are now even more excited to see what the group has in store for their upcoming European schedules, energized by this glimpse into their strong camaraderie as the vehicle carrying Jimin and Jungkook pulled away from the Paris airport terminal. The crowd of fans remained behind, buzzing with the adrenaline of having witnessed such a rare and intimate moment between two global icons. The event quickly became one of the most talked about highlights of the entire tour season. With the Munich leg successfully behind them and the group now fully reunited in the heart of France, BTS is poised to continue their global dominance, backed by a brotherhood that clearly withstands the pressures of the spotlight. This Parisian welcome will undoubtedly go down in fandom history as one of the sweetest airport arrivals ever recorded. Meanwhile, Jimin and Jungkook have safely arrived at their accommodations, ready to rest and prepare, alongside the rest of BTS for their next grand performance under the Parisian skies. The city of romance has already lived up to its name for the group, leaving an indelible mark on their European journey. The calm, sterile atmosphere of Paris, Charles de Gaulle Airport's arrival terminal shattered the exact second Jimin walked through the sliding glass doors. A deafening wave of high-pitched screams and ecstatic gasps erupted instantly, echoing off the towering concrete arches and high glass ceilings of the terminal. The sheer volume of the crowd's reaction was overwhelming, as hundreds of waiting fans, who had been whispering in tense anticipation just moments before, let out a collective roar of pure joy that vibrated through the very floorboards of the airport. As Jungkook stepped forward and pulled Jimin into that unexpected, warm embrace, the noise level surged to an absolute fever pitch. Spontaneous, ecstatic chants of their names rippled through the crowd, mixing with the emotional cries of fans who couldn't believe they were witnessing such an intimate, unscripted moment of affection. The air became thick with adrenaline and pure excitement, a sensory overload where the scent of French perfumes mingled with the breathless warmth of a crowd completely swept up in the magic of the reunion. Simultaneously, the terminal was bathed in a blinding, non-stop strobe effect as hundreds of professional media, cameras, and high-end fan site lenses began firing in rapid succession. The aggressive clack-clack-clack of shutter doors operating at high speeds sounded like a digital rainstorm. Brilliant white flashes illuminated the boys' faces every millisecond, casting dramatic shadows against the airport walls and reflecting off the polished marble floors. French press photographers and dedicated fan sites jostled for position, desperately trying to find an angle through the crowd to capture the perfect high-definition shot of Jungkook's lips brushing Jimin's cheek. This sudden explosion of energy put the airport security team to the ultimate test. The heavy metal barricades, which had easily kept the crowd at bay just minutes prior, began to creak and sway under the sudden forward surge of passionate fans trying to get a closer look. Security guards with strained expressions and firm grips immediately locked arms to form a human wall, their commands barely audible over the deafening cheers, despite being briefly caught off guard by the sheer intensity of the crowd's reaction to the hug. The seasoned Parisian security detail remained incredibly sharp, quickly and smoothly pivoting to escort the duo through a rapidly narrowing human corridor toward the exit doors, where the cool Parisian air and their getaway vehicles awaited. The unforgettable scene at Charles de Gaulle Airport serves as a beautiful reminder of the unbreakable bond that defines BTS, showing that even amidst the chaotic rush of a massive global tour, they always find time for genuine connection. This heartwarming Parisian welcome has not only ignited the spirits of the fans who were lucky enough to witness it live, but it has also sent a wave of joy through the entire global fandom. It is these raw, unscripted moments of warmth and affection that continue to make the journey with BTS so incredibly special for millions of people around the world. As the members reunite in the city of romance, this sweet airport encounter has set a spectacularly high bar for the French leg of their tour. The sheer energy of the Parisian crowd proves that the love for these artists only grows stronger with time, turning a simple airport run into a historic moment of pure fandom joy. With more performances on the horizon, the excitement in Paris is officially at an all-time high, leaving everyone eager to see what other magical memories the group will create under the starry French skies. We want to hear from you. What was your immediate reaction when you saw the videos of Jungkook's surprise welcome and that sweet cheek kiss? Did it make your heart skip a beat? Or perhaps bring a tear of joy to your eyes? Share your thoughts, your favorite screenshots, and your wishes for the members as they embark on their Paris promotions in the comments section below. Let's celebrate this beautiful moment together.